In this episode of Book of the Beast, we're going to start the fast attack entries with the truck. First of all, I'd just like to say that it's very interesting that the truck has its own individual fast attack entry. It's not listed as a dedicated transport, it's listed as a separate fast attack unit, which can then be taken as a dedicated transport for a lot of units. So that means you can take this as a fast attack and put something in there. And I mentioned this in my Grot video. You can buy this for a fast attack and then put a unit of Grots in it in reserve, which is kind of cool. So let's talk about the truck. It did drop 5 points, but it got a lot worse. This is one of those things that really upsets me about this book more than anything else. Is they could have really fixed the truck and made the truck a viable unit for the Orc Codex, but they made it worse. And I just don't think it's viable for anything close to a competitive environment. I mean, of course, if you're playing for fun, it doesn't matter. But competitively, the truck is just horrible. So it's basically not changed at all, other than dropping 5 points. It's still 10 all around, open top, can carry 12 models. You can take anything with you. Let's see, you can replace the big shooter with a rocket launcher for free. That's kind of nice. I don't know if I'd want to, though. I'm still not a big fan of rockets. Special ramshackle. So this is the change to the ramshackle rule. Roll a d6. Each time a truck suffers a penetrating hit on a roll of 6, the truck only suffers a glancing hit instead. The old ramshackle rule gave us strength 3 hits instead of strength 4, and gave us even the chance of not taking any damage at all. This is sad, this new ramshackle rule. There's just no doubt about it. They could have made this really cool and really useful, because if you can avoid the truck exploding when it dies, I mean, it's not the question of if it dies, but when it dies, it's a huge difference. I mean, especially with the mob rule. So the truck's going to explode, most likely, even with strength 4 shots. I mean, since it's open top, there's still a chance of it exploding. So you're going to lose boys in the explosion. You're going to, if you fail your pinning test, you're going to lose more boys from mob rule. And then you'll have to take another leadership test at the end of the round because you've lost more than 25%. And if you fail that, you're going to use more models. So if you just use regular 6-up save boys in the truck explodes, your unit's gone. So basically it's going to be a 2-for-1 for your opponent. So the short answer is you cannot put 6-up save models in a truck. You just can't. They're just going to, even for fun, it's going to be frustrating to have your truck blow up to bolter fire, explode the truck, kill all the guys inside before they get to do anything. So if you're going to use a truck, you have to use Ard Boys, you have to use Mega Knobs. Or regular knobs with heavy armor. But they could have made the truck awesome. Even this ramshackle rule, if this was a 6-up invulnerable save, like, I don't know if you remember the 3rd edition codex, but the extra armor was basically a 6-up invulnerable save. On a 6-up, you ignore any glancing or penetrating hit. That would have been cool. Or if they had made this particular roll, instead of just a 6, but say on a 4-up, maybe even a 3-up. Make it so that, I mean, the truck is not going to live any longer, but it's not going to explode. If they could have made it so the trucks don't explode, or a much reduced chance of exploding, then they would be awesome. But I think this is just a lost opportunity. I mean, the truck model, is an awesome model itself. It's not that expensive. I don't know if you check out my previous videos. I have 4 really awesome custom trucks, which I built a few months ago before the book was released, hoping that I could actually use them. But I know I have tried to play them, and they're just unplayable. Because it's just so frustrating to lose both the truck and the guys inside from a single attack. So the cool thing about the truck is that it is its own fast attack entry. You can take it as just a fast attack choice. And downside is that it's horrible. It completely sucks. It's just not worth playing. Because I said, even if you're playing for fun, it's going to be frustrating. You can definitely get around some of that by putting in Ard Boys or Mega Knobs, but just running regular truck boys, it's just not worth the points. There's so many better things you could use on the points. So trucks, you know, if you're going to write even vaguely competitive, even vaguely want to have a, you know, I know there's beer and pretzel type games, but you know, you still like to win once in a while, and just basically throwing a 150 points away for no good reason just doesn't make the game any fun. Even and that's basically what you're doing if you put regular boys in a truck. So that's really all I've got to say about the truck. It had so much potential. They had such a chance to fix it and make it a really useful unit and make, you know, a true speed freak army really viable. But they just completely screwed it up. And it's just, this thing, what they did to the truck pisses me off more than anything else in the entire book. The rest of it I can get around, and actually, after playing it, it's actually better. But this is sad. This is really sad. Because the truck has been such a mainstay of the orcs for such a long time. Just to make it so completely unplayable, it just pisses me off. So that's what I gotta say about the truck. I mean, sure, you can still try them if you want to. Maybe taking 6 of them would be useful. I don't know. But don't even consider putting 6 up-save models in a truck. They're just gonna die without doing anything. So that's it for this episode of the Book of the Beast, and I'll talk to you guys later.